Okay, ready? Okay, good morning, everyone. We're back. We're back this morning. We're going to be doing the Tai Chi Paradigm for Parkinson's. So we'll go through the warm-ups and we'll go through a few of the different concepts that we've been developing over the past few months. A lot of it is with footwork and getting the body to become accustomed to learning movements. And one of the things is because motor skills are developed by doing things over and over again. And then how do you start to learn it? It's really being mindful of what you're doing, conscious about how to develop the movement, and then just do it over and over. We're creatures of habit, so we want to do things so that we get familiar with it. Now, when you're first learning this, you see it, but you really don't know exactly what's going on. So that's why these set of warm-ups that I do, it's from the Tai Chi Paradigm, are warm-ups that are really supporting movements that we have inside the Tai Chi form, as well as some of the concepts, especially the shifting of weight and how we move our legs and how we pivot is essential to helping your mobility. And along with that, shifting of weight is critical in balance and stepping, moving, turning. All of that's really important, simply because shifting the weight is how we sustain our body position and then take that step. So that's something that's important. Taking that first step is so critical. All right, so let's get our hands up in this position, and we're going to do the waist turn. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and stop. Okay, hands over the head. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and stop. Okay, next, the hands go up and you reach down. 1, 2, 3. To your right, 2, 3. To your left, 2, 3. Center. Inhale. Exhale. Hands up. Reach down. 1, 2, 3. To your right, 2, 3. To your left, 2, 3. Center. Inhale. Exhale. Hands up. Reach down. 1, 2, 3. To your right, 2, 3. To your left, 2, 3. Center. Inhale. Exhale. So I go pretty low, but if you have trouble because of stiffness or rigidity in the body, just learn to relax, but don't overreach. Put your hands on your knees to support yourself if that helps. And that just supports the upper body so you don't put too much strain on the back of your legs. Okay. So inhale and exhale. So stretching actually helps get rid of some of the tension because the muscle wants to resist that. So that's part of your safety mechanism. But the thing is, if you relax and sort of exhale into the stretch, that will help the muscle release. It doesn't get longer in a sense. It's just that it's like this, and you're just letting it come apart like this. And so when the muscle contracts, it kind of does that. And then when you let it go, take out the contraction, it kind of releases. So that's what tension is. It's getting those muscles to release, and your body will be much more pliable. So that's what we're trying to do. Now, this is a motion, but most of the things that we do are creating movements in space. Now, we do a lot of things that are actually two-dimensional. So when we write on a piece of paper, or we look at a TV screen. It's actually only 2 dimensions. Now they have 3-dimensional TVs, but I don't know if those caught on. But it's really not really as true because you have to sometimes wear those glasses in the movies. The thing is, we get used to seeing things kind of flat, and we only look like this. But when we're moving, we actually dealing with space. So the more we can adapt our body in spatialness and moving in space, the better adapting that you'll have in moving around, whether it's walking or turning. So this is a circle, kind of getting the body to move, working the hips. Your torso actually stays relaxed, otherwise you would have a little trouble turning. Otherwise it would be kind of broken like this, so you just smooth it out. Now here, we cross the arms, hold the kneecaps, and we work the circles like this. And this is kind of getting your ankles, your knees, and your hips kind of moving along. Doesn't have to be fast. And we switch hands, go the other direction. That's it. Just make it nice and round as you can. Okay, center. So when you make movements round, it's really perceiving or feeling the fullness of that circle. That's what we're doing. Now we turn 1, 2. So it does take a lot of control to make patterns in space. This is your neck. Relax the neck. Let's all of this kind of give to those movements. And center. Now we're going to go back and forth. Go down. 2. And center. Okay, tilt to the side. And center. Down. Circular movements. 1, 2, 3. Reverse. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, hands up. Circular movements out to the side. So this is actually curling your wrist, pulling in and down. Hands up, pull in toward the face, roll the wrists and down. Inhale, exhale. So breathe through your nose if you can. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your nose. So when you inhale, put your tongue to the roof of your mouth, and when you exhale, the tongue goes to the roof of your mouth. So it controls, your tongue. So we're doing a lot of controlled movements. So both inhalation and exhalation, you go up on your toes and you try to balance and then let it go. Okay, spread the feet a little bit by pivoting a few times. Form a little bit wider than a shoulder width stance. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, and stop. Okay, hands on your waist. Let's pull the heels together. Okay, this is measuring the shoulder width stance. So we're like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me check to see, make sure my mic is on. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is a V stance that's 90 degrees, right where the heels meet. And then the toes point to the corners, and then you straighten the feet out, and that becomes your shoulder width stance. And if we turn this foot out and then pivot on the heel of the other foot, we go into the archer stance, or you're in this bow stance. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we pivot back toward the center. Now we're going to go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that gets our feet moving. So look at the pivoting. This takes us to the corner. This takes us to the corner. This takes us directly to the side. So that's a 90-degree turn. So we do the turns in increments of 45 degrees and 90-degree pivots, mainly because we want to manipulate our joint. So the hip actually turns, and it turns. So the joint, if it's not used to pivoting like that, the only way you can go over there is to make a giant move, or you get stuck. So the thing is, if you learn to pivot your feet, even just from here, if I just turn in this direction, I could just bring that in. And we're doing that already. Watch my foot. 1, 2. So if both feet are like this, you don't have an option of which way you're going to go. So you just need to turn one foot. And now I can go that way. If my foot's already like this, or my feet are like this, depending. If this is a shoulder width stance, you bring the heel toward that other foot and you walk this way. In other words, when I'm parallel shoulder width, just standing, say, looking at something, and you just pivot on the ball of your foot and you head that way. Now, if you're walking and your feet are a little bit closer than shoulder width, then you can pivot on the heel. So there's two ways of getting into that corner. You pivot on the heel. So this is still 45 degrees. Okay. When the feet are straight, heel. So you bring a little bit of weight to the opposite leg that you're moving, and it'll take you into that direction, and then you take your step. If your feet are shoulder width, you pivot on the ball of the foot, and you head in that direction. So, that's just a procedure that will take you, and so that you get more familiar with turning the corners if you have a little trouble with that. Because I know that certain people that have, they can practice walking forward, but when you turn the corner, you get a little confused, or maybe it ends up that you shuffle like this. But why do you shuffle? It's because the hips don't turn. Our hips are capable of turning, so bring that into part of your routine, and then you'll be able to kind of spin into a direction. If you can't turn a full 90 degrees, because when it's here, you can turn all the way like this. And just remember that your toes dictate direction. Just use your toe as a steering mechanism to take you in a direction. And the first pivot is on the ground, on the floor, because that gives you the ability to steer yourself in that direction. Whereas if you pick your foot up, you don't know where you're going to put that foot down. So you pivot first, and then you're already in the straight direction, so you're just going to head forward. If I pivot this way, I'm heading this way, and I'm already forward. All right. If I want to go 90 degrees, I turn and I take my step going this way. So you're only dealing with one 45-degree turn in either direction, and your initial step is off the opposite foot. So I'm here, I would take this step. If I'm here, I would move the opposite foot, because once I've steered into that direction and I go like this, then my foot actually becomes weighted. So weighting, that's what shifting a weight is. Weighting is bringing your weight over the supporting foot. So if I pivot on the heel, now I'm weighted over here. If I pivot this way, then I'm weighted on this foot. So if that's clear, that's something you can practice. But this is a video that's stored and archived on YouTube. Now, if you go to YouTube and you look for this specific video on today's date, then you can kind of see what I was just talking about, is steering you in that direction. Okay, a few deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, so we just did those series of movements. Now we're here. Let's do a few shoulder rolls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2. Okay, now press and release. Exhale, inhale. And stop. Deep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So the shoulder rolls. Remember, movement avoids or helps you prevent some of the tension, but also movement creates circulation. So it's good to roll your shoulders, swinging your arms freely, kind of gets the centrifugal force, or actually gravity acting on your limbs, will bring circulation, into the fingertips and so forth. Okay, let's do this. Circular movements. Okay, circular movements the other way. Okay, palms down. Now we're going to make a big circle. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and stop. Okay, shake it out. Deep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. So the big circles, actually you have to relax your shoulders. Okay, let's try them a couple more. 1, 2, 3. So you release the shoulders. Try to get it up as high as you can, but don't force it. Nice and slow. 1, 2. Okay, shake that out. Now we're going to do the forward and back step. So we're like this. Now we're going to go forward and back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Okay, let's go to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's try that again. I was doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Sorry about that. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and stop. Now let's do that again on the other side. Now we're here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and stop. And we're going again. Okay, now we're going to go this way, going out to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Set that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we're back. Okay, so the hands go toward your center, and it's the opposite side. So this is like that. On this side, it goes like that. Okay, so this is not correct. This is the same side move. So that's actually not right. This should be like this. So the opposite sides are forward and back. So that actually gets your body twisting, but you want to find your center line with this. And when you move, because we're actually shifting over as we take that step, the reason why I do that is to get that coordination, because when you walk, you're going to go like this. 2, 3, 4. Okay? So let's go try that again. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we still have the forward foot, because that's where your weight's going to go. 2, 3. Now when we go backwards, this becomes your forward foot. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep the weight here now. 1, 2. You have to shift your weight back. 3 and 4. So you have that constant weight supporting leg. That's your substantial leg. And you always have that relationship where this leg is free to move and this leg is free to move. So you have that relationship. Okay, so that's what we do for the leg work. Now we're going to do silk reeling, and we're going to go forward and back. Okay, this is counted 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The count is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's the series of movements that take us through to complete 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, let's go to the other side. We're here, then we're here, and back. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. When we cycle through, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, shake that out. So that's a continuity exercise, and it gets our hands coming into two positions like this. So the lower hand goes up and the upper hand goes down. The lower hand goes up, the upper hand goes down. So this is sometimes called diagonal flying. Okay, you'll see this later on as we go through some of the postures. Okay, and then this is cross hands. Now this is the right side on the inside, the left side on the outside. So the outside hand is going forward and cross. So we'll open and close into a cross hand position. Open and close to a cross hand position. Okay, good. Now we'll go to the opposite side again. Now my right hand is out, left hand is in, and cross when you close. Okay, next we have a shoulder width stance, and we're in preparation. So this is preparation, just a circular movement. So we just do these movements over and over again. Free up the arms, soft and gentle, just move them around. The hands go forward, lifting, elbows down, press down, feel like you're pushing down. Kind of get a little bit of the knees going down and also bending the knees slightly is called sinking. Okay, now we're going to go into a lower, relax the knees, sort of sink into this position, relax, lower hoop position, holding the ball or holding the hoop. So this is a big circle like this. Next thing we're going to do after we hold the ball for a little while is just develop some muscle memory. Muscle memory really is joint positions. And let's go to shoulder height. Elbows down. Okay, lower, palms down. Extend. Okay, hands up. Pull in, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, now we're going to do a few postures, okay? We step out, diagonal flying. So it looks something like silk reeling. Silk reeling was this, but this one is just two movements. One, A and B. So notice the upper hand is with the forward knee. So that's diagonal flying. See that position? Let's switch the other side. So we have the left hand down here, right hand up here. This is the left side forward, diagonal flying. Okay, good. Now we're like this. Vertical hands, cloud hands. Turn to the corner. Turn to the corner. So this is turning your shoulders. Relax the torso. And then we're over here. Okay, good. Let's do carry tiger to the mountain. Upper hoop, lower hoop, middle hoop, upper hoop. Palms out. Cross the arms and down. Lift up, out, cross the arms and down. Okay, let's try it again. Lift up, out, cross, and down. Okay, we'll try it again. Lift up, out, cross, and down. Okay, let's try it one more time. Lift up, out, cross, and down. Okay, let's do it one more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and down. Okay, one more time. Hands up, all the way up. Stork flaps wings, that's this position. Cross hand position, and lower hoop. Good. Now we're going to do the infinity sign. Out and in. So there's a figure 8 on its side. Can you see the figure 8? It looks like this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, and stop. Now we're going to do form the fist position. 1 and punch. 2 and punch. So just forming the fist, palm up, fingertips fold. You're going to fold the hand like this. Rotate the shoulders, rotate the elbow, elbow out, and elbow down. Pull back and punch. Roll. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1 and 2. Okay, shake it out. Let's do this. Strum the lute. So you find your triangle. That's the circle. Low hoop, shoulder height hoop, palms together. Okay, then we separate the palms. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, ready? 1, 2, 3. So just bring your palm right up along the center line and meet at the palms. Okay, so then you separate the hands. That's strum the lute. Okay, this is thumbs up for horizontal elbow. We alternate the shoulders. Switch, other side. And stop. Okay. Deep breathing, inhale. exhale. Hands up, pull in, inhale. Exhale. Another set. Hands here. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, now we're going to pull the arms together. Extend straight out. Draw the bow. Second time. 2. So do both sides. 3, 4. Okay, next we're going to go through fan through the back. So we're in a bigger stance. This is the same stance you are in when you're in a single. It's called the horse stance. Now the feet are 45 degrees. This is 45 degrees. This is wider. Okay, maybe like this. Okay, so about 1.5 times shoulder width. Okay, so let's see if that's about right, right? So we go like this. We go 1, 2. That's shoulder width. If we go open again, okay, that's back to this stance. It's shoulder width. Now we go 1/2 times more. That gives you 1.5 times. Now if we went this way, then it would be twice shoulder width. Okay, so we're going to go back in from here. 1, 2. Okay, that's single whip or fan through the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's go to shoulder width stance. Lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So just swap. One goes up, one goes down. The other side goes down, and you go up. Okay, palms down. Deep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So those are all the warm-ups, and actually we have so many of them because we want to work space, work the body so that we control the different aspects of our body, different joints, the elbows, the wrists, the shoulders, the hips, the knees and ankles. We want to work those to develop different positions, and at the same time we work with postures to develop the positions. You know, every foot position or hand position becomes part of the posture. And we have a combination of sort of geometry of positions where we have the triangle, the circle, and the squares. And then directionally we have movements that go horizontal, front to back, horizontal is right to left. Then we have slanting movements that go up and down. We have horizontal movements like this that are about where the sternum is. So those are the directions and the levels using the body as a reference. Now when we go into this shoulder width position and we hold the ball and then drop the elbows, we have neutral position. So we have a left side neutral position, and we do the horizontal position, we're here. So that's vertical to horizontal. Now if we go back to neutral, we could see that that's fingertip up on this side, horizontal is here. If we stepped up and we flip the hands and go to the right side, we're on the right side, and we're going to do a series of movements here. It's called grasp the sparrow's tail. So watch that again. Vertical, horizontal, press forward. Palms down, inside hand up. So we're like this. You see the back of the hand, the front of the hand. Let's turn to the corner, hook your wrists, and let's go to the corner. Open the stance. Here's that single whip position. Hold the ball. That's this, and we're going to go to diagonal flying. Let's move, shift the weight, and move forward with the right foot. So we're stepping forward, finding neutral, pressing forward, stepping up to raise the hand. Bend from the waist. That's called the linear form. We're seeing everything in the front. I'm going to do that one more time. Then we're going to do the mapping of that with some footwork. Okay? So we start off here, parallel, preparation. Now we're going to step up with the left foot and find vertical. Then we find horizontal, which is just the follow-up. Okay? Now we're going to step up 45 degrees, step up with the right hand, drop to the right side. Now we go horizontal, go from this point down toward the hips, from this point in front of the shoulder, right shoulder, and hook your wrist. This is your 45-degree corner. This is your horse stance. Okay, this is holding the ball. Remember, hold the ball. When we straighten this foot, we have diagonal flying. Okay, now we shift the weight. Every time we shift the weight, we're bringing the weight over and carrying it on a supporting leg. So at this point, I'm partially shift to the front. Now I'm going to completely shift to the front when I can move this foot here. Okay, go out, raise the hand, bend from the waist, wrap it around, stork flaps wings. And then we're here. Okay. So the form itself really starts off with preparation. Then we step up on the left side and we go forward. Now when we sit back, we're going to kick the heel out. Now that becomes 45 degrees, and we flip the elbows, and then we move from here to here. And we're going to do right side grasp the sparrow's tail. Then we're going to do a right side hook wrist, and we turn back toward the front. We open the hands. Hold the ball, diagonal flying, shift, step up, and raise the hand. Step up and raise the hand, bend from the waist, stork flaps wings. Okay, so that's that grouping of movements. Let's try that again. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Left. Forward, horizontal, turn. Forward, flip the elbows, shift your hips and turn. Right side, grasp the sparrow's tail. Right side hook wrist. We're going to open, because this is going to horse stance. We're in single whip like this. Now from here, we hold the ball like this, and then we're going to slant diagonally. Move in, move out, press forward as we go through neutral. Hand comes down to the bottom, toward the hip, shoulder width, raise the hand. Bend from the waist, stork flaps wings. Now once we're here, that completes the first section of the form, and that's actually where we left off a couple of times. But that's the first section of the form. Now, typically, this is the front, but we would end up from stork flaps wings over to this side. So I'm going to take this image and bring it over to here, and what I'm doing is turning like this. Now we have brush knee, so we're going to do brush knee. 1, 2. Then we go forward. Just kind of copy the hands. The inside hand goes down and go forward. Now we're going to do it one more time on the right. 1, 2, 3. Now we're back here. Strum the lute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Form the fists. Step up. Punch. Divert. Block. And punch. Cross the arms. Leopard and tiger springs to mountain. Then we sit back to neutral. Turn to the right. Waist level. Fist under elbow. Now we neutral. Go to neutral on the left side. We're going to go backwards 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to go to right side neutral. Hold the ball. Set up for this empty stance. Turn. Flatten this foot. Diagonal flying. Then we sit back to neutral. Bring the toe back to here. Go up and down. Step forward. Adjust your feet. And this is fan through the back. So fan through the back looks like this. Okay, shake that out. Let's do a few deep breaths. So that's a little further in the form, or a lot further in the form than we've been used to. So, for those of you who never have done Tai Chi, memorizing that sequence is quite daunting in some ways because, you're not really clear on how to remember it and how to recall all those movements. But the thing is, first you have to identify some of the postures by that visual that we use in the mirrors, where we're starting off for preparation. You have your left side, you have your right side. Okay, so you have your left side, you have the vertical and the horizontal. On this side, you have the vertical and horizontal. So first you have to identify those 2 positions. And then Grasshopper Sparrow's tail is made up of 2 additional movements, which typically is 1. This is the right side, by the way, and this is down and out. So it's vertical, it's horizontal, it's palms down and palm out. So if I just did my right hand, that's all I would be doing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I did it on the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's turn to the mirror. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it looks like one continuous movement, but actually it's the vertical, it's the horizontal, it's the slanting back, and it's the push forward. So what is that? The geometry of positions: vertical, horizontal, palms down, push out. Because they're done in pairs right there, you actually don't see much of the transition. But essentially what I'm doing is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's Jade Lady Work Shuttle, and you can imagine vertical to horizontal, vertical to horizontal. So vertical to horizontal is very important, and then pushing, cross the hands and push. Cross the hands and push. So it doesn't matter which foot is forward. 1, 2, 1, 2. We bring both hands here. 1, 2. Okay, so that's the double push with the cross hands. Okay, good. All right, shake that out, deep breathing again. So I think we have time to do the stepping. So that's a bit of the Tai Chi form. We did the first section and actually the second section and third sections with the brush knee movement and that whole series up into here, and repulse the monkey is another section. So you have 3 sections of form there that we went over. Okay, now we're going to do the forward stepping. So we're going to clockwise rotation like this. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's walk to this corner. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's walk to this corner. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Go backwards. 1, 2, 3. So that's clockwise forward, counterclockwise backwards. So when we did the diamond step one time, I did it with only clockwise arm rotations so that it would be a little bit easier the first time. But if you just take that forward, right, left, right, and then backwards, 1, 2, 3, and then just change the angle of your step, it's going to just give you a little drill to work with so you can change directions in 45-degree increments. So if I go like this, 1, 2, 3, okay, I'm going to turn this way. So that's actually a big angle going backwards. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to go this way. 1, 2, 3. If I go straight back, it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So the fundamental movement is forward and back, but it's right, left, right, left. Forward is clockwise, back is counterclockwise. So that actually will help you kind of taking you in the direction. So in other words, if I turn like this, I go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If I step this way, I will walk like this. So it was really back to what we were talking about earlier. I'm going to step backwards, forward, backwards, and forward. Backward, forward, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so and so forth. So the thing is, more you walk, and this is not speed walking, it's directional walking, and you're just taking 3 steps forward and 3 steps back, or you can take as many as you want actually, but as a drill, and it doesn't take up as much space if you're just doing 3 steps. But it gives you a good idea of how to move forward, and everything in groups of 3 steps, then that's all you're doing is that you have a format that's going right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, forward. So the right goes forward, the left goes backwards, clockwise forward, counterclockwise backwards. So what do we have for time now? So we're pretty close to the end of the class. We have this on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 11:15. So any of this content, if you need to review it, and you should review it, because the more you see it, the more you hear, the more you can appreciate it and understand the approach and the concepts. So the thing is, repetition, doing it often is actually the only way to learn it, because we're creatures of habit. You have to do it over and over again. And then, you will discover over time, the benefits, and also the things that I talk about might not really click because it's so new to you. And at the same time, as you start to evolve, movements will become much more familiar to you because you see it a lot, hear it a lot, and then do it a lot, and then it becomes part of you. It's just one of those things that the more you do it, the better you get, especially the sequence. The sequence is going to be hard for you to remember initially, but once you've done it for a while, and I've been doing this for about 4 months now, streaming, so there's a lot of content. If you go to YouTube and subscribe, you have access to all the old videos. And one thing that's a lot of people is not clear on is, I don't want to subscribe for something, because most of us at our age think subscriptions are like magazines. And if you get a magazine, you get one constantly being mailed to you. It's not like that. On YouTube, the subscription isn't that. Subscribing only means that you're going to access that content, and by subscribing, you'll get notifications that these videos are going to be on maybe an hour or the day before that. There's going to be a Tai Chi Paradigm class at 11:15 on Thursday, and that just gives you a heads up that that's going to happen. And then because you subscribe, all the videos that are pertinent and from this channel will actually be something that you have access to, and it doesn't cost anything. It's just subscribing, meaning that they know that you're interested in this video. Anyways, hopefully this was helpful. I'll see you next time. It'll be Thursday. It's pretty hot out there, so you might want to stay inside, stay cool, drink plenty of water, and because you're inside, you can do this again or watch it again later on. See you next time.